But more and more people have come out saying that they struggle with their mental health since the pandemic. Some of these people are students, and with maybe moving to a new city from home, this can really take its toll on your mental health. Within You have partnered with Coventry College, and they will be the first to access the digital mental health playbook. Now, Denny Matharo, the founder of Within You, joins us tonight. Hello, Denny. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, not at all. Thank you for coming on. So tell us a bit about Within You. What is Within You?
We are a digital counselling and therapy platform, and we also produce mental health playbooks, which to the layman are guides around mental health, which offer the reader or the subscriber simple, actionable tips that they can incorporate into their daily lives, and they're sent out on a weekly basis via email to the subscriber. So it's really simplifying mental health. I think there is a fear around mental health, and sometimes when you hear big words and big sentences and clinical definitions, that can, in my opinion, scare people off from looking at their mental health or discussing it. So we, keep it simple, stupid was one of my old boss's favourite sayings, and it works for me. So that's what we're doing. We're making it simple. We're trying to humanise mental health, and the Coventry College they don't want their learners to have to go looking for support.
Yeah.
They want it to be in front of them on a continual basis. One of the things that can, inhibit someone to talk to someone or look for support is you can't find it. On a lot of websites, it's hidden. And it can take you 10, 15 minutes to find that what you want. It's at the bottom in a tiny little link. And that can, again, stop people accessing the support they need. So this is something that's in front of the learners on a weekly basis. It's highlighting to the learners that their mental health is at the forefront of the college's, the college's priorities. It's at the very top of their priorities.
And why do you think students are struggling with their mental health?
I think that I could quote stats, all night at you, but from COVID, data from the Office for National Statistics revealed that depression rates have doubled since the COVID-19 pandemic. The Children's Society, after a poll they did, are outlining that Britain's children are becoming unhappier, more anxious, more depressed, more likely to suffer to self-harm, to suffer from an eating disorder or have suicidal thoughts. So, I think the evidence that we've seen is that, most of us, a lot of people are walking around with, if you like, undiagnosed mental health conditions. And a lot of that can be from, lack of awareness or understanding of mental health. And, I've got to say that we've met, extensively with the college's senior leadership team, and their outlook to this has been unbelievable. How they are putting their learners' mental health at the top. And I look and I think if the education that I got had, an establishment that put mental health at the forefront of my learning, then, I think, I would be a lot further on. You get to my age and you get to understand yourself, and I read a lot of books. It's my job. So, it's my job to understand myself, to be mindful. And the purpose of the playbook is to, offer them these tips, as I've said, signpost them to individual support that they may need so they don't have to go looking. And by educating them around mental health in maybe themselves, in their peer groups, in their family, it's only going to open up. There is still a stigma around mental health, and it's an overused phrase, but that's true. But I think today's the college generation, if you like, of today are very open to mental health, and we've seen that one of the first questions that young people ask now, if they go for a job or to an educational establishment, one of the first questions they ask is, what are your mental health policies?
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of organisations are maybe stumped and might say, we've got an app or we've got a wellbeing coach, which is fantastic. But what we're doing with this is putting mental health in front of the learners every day. So there's the posters around campus that they can just scan a QR code. That'll take them to the Playbook website. They enter their email address, and then the emails begin. So it's once a week, every Monday. There's motivational messages in there. So, Monday's a great a great, day to start,
Yeah.
to start positive. For many of us, Sunday night you think, oh, got to get up for work or college or whatever I'm doing. So by receiving these on a Monday, they get into the mindset that this positivity and this support is there for them. The email then at the end, directs them to individuals within the college where they can go and speak with. And like I said, the simple, actionable tips that anyone can undertake. And we're supplementing that with some webinars from leading UK experts. And the beauty about webinars is you can be completely anonymous.
Yeah.
You can turn your camera off. No one knows who you are. No one knows your name. You can change that. And what we've seen is, again, barriers to accessing support or more learning around mental health are that, if I go to a session, people are going to think I've got problems. I might get picked on. People will know it's me. I go on Zoom calls all the day. You can just switch your camera off. And by that, the learner can sit, listen and learn and not be concerning themselves with what people are thinking.
Very much so.
They can take it all in, and the good thing about it is that these sessions will be available offline afterwards. So, for example, if I've missed it, I can watch it in my own convenience, on the bus in the way to college. I put my headphones in. All people can see is some individual talking. It could be a YouTube video. They don't know I'm accessing and learning around mental well-being.
It's fantastic. It really is. Where's the platform heading next?
Well, we're working. We're just about to announce a number of professional football clubs that we're doing the same with.
Oh wow!
So the clubs talking to their fans about mental health, because football clubs hold such gravity in communities and in cities and towns that people my son's age to people my age and older, when the club or the players talk, we listen. So the professional football club playbooks will be the players talking directly to the fans around mental well-being, and 80% of a football stadium are men my age, middle-aged, and people my son's age. That is two of the hardest to reach areas around mental well-being. So it's a perfect audience for the clubs to basically, what we're saying is flip the narrative. Instead of saying to the fans, right, you support us, the clubs are now saying we're supporting you.